go college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor.
Bang!
Warren on the perimeter. Anderson is out there with Ayton.
Okay,
open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
No, you don't want him to get open.
To go.
The struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
Here's AI.
Oh, the thing was
A foul gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Stephen up the floor. Here's AI. And oh boy, a lot of there, but he gets
and the second on Curry.
Let's use this break for a quick look.
It's difficult to handle that.
He's covered by Daniels.
Look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
Hits the 3 from the wing.
Bam!
Great job, David. So they know how dangerous this team can be if they get on a roll.
And that means contesting
every
single shot. It's
bam!
To be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just think
and a nice floater.
It's just wrong.
There's table for his guys.
Livingston kicks to Bell. Back to Livingston. There's the pick. And here's Iguodala outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. Iguodala's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And squaring up is Iguodala. Nice follow through on the release.
But Daniels, what? I'm not sure what Daniels.
51 seconds left to play in the first. Ball's knocked loose.
Oh,
it's stolen
what?
by Jerebko. And
My
he's
foul.
fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, he's like a surgeon down low operating in the paint. He is incredibly effective there.
And Cousins kicks to Jerebko. Screen by Cousins. Golden State moving it around.
What?
Thrown down hard with both hands. And Greg Jackson known for his defense.
And a young team hungry for improvement. Kevin, they're both looking to be a big part of that out there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding. No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Bill Commissioner.
And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
Bell with the block. Outside Curry.
It's also not I want to go for the...
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Traps in the train.
I can't do it. You can't stop Curry. I'm there. I'm jumping. I'm doing everything I can. And it still gives me a defensive breakdown because I give up an inch. So weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure we see this again.
I agree. Here's AI. And he was fouled on the way out.
Yeah, I'm just going
now for
right
him.
now.
The Suns have shot
Curry.
50% from the line today. 3 for 6. He throws this quarter.
And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this. Well, they figured out what's working, and that's what they're going to keep hammering.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time.
I'm just
so
attacking.
He'll shoot 2 right here. For Phoenix, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers.
I'm getting all my points from the free throw line, and I don't care.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jerebko's checked in. Daniels, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Livingston,
Look,
and he makes it look easy.
I can't.
Dunking it hard
I don't get it. I got a lot of speed, but I can't
with enough
catch up to him.
explosiveness and with great length to finish Sean Livingston.
That must then be my level of quickness, I guess.
AI outside. the inside. Holmes.
Get it.
Is good, and he'll get a chance for one
Yes.
free throw line. Much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Greg, a lot of great sports writers out there, also great commentators. And then
My
there's
ball.
Bill Simmons. He's kind of carved out his own category.
You know, Bill once said he will never write a traditional sports column, and he stayed true to that. He writes from the viewpoint of the passionate sports fan and brings that to his commentary as well.
Goes back up.
Ah, no, wait, what?
And it's Ayton missing.
That was a good
His
shot. It just
performance
rolled
this
out.
quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's gonna let them out of the hole.
And stolen by AI. And here we go. AI
Look.
heading to the hoop.
I seriously don't.
40 seconds left to play here in the half. Ayton,
Why
the
am I
pass
not?
to AI. Tries again. Knocked
Look,
loose.
I know
It's
that
clear, this
that
just
was
isn't his
those are
night
the
to
wrong
meet
shots,
them. They're
but
gonna keep him on the
I'm
floor.
not sure
I think
why.
it's best just throws it up there.
But look,
The way that he gets up.
Then it must be
How about
because of my
Drummond,
shots,
the way
but-
he can get 20 rebounds in just a second.
That's
How
great.
quick he is at getting that second
you want to
step
switch,
and
but then
going back.
don't
And I think of
bloody
that
go
really
to
big
your
man.
own bloody.
I think of Andre
Don't
Drummond
switch
and
when
stuff
I'm.
that he-
There's no reason. There's no reason.
Curry.
I mean, he's
Because he
a former
just broke
NBA
my
scoring
ankle.
champion. Curry just shows us why. It's a terrific night for him.
And AI throws it down.
I'm not.
Sometimes when you
Why
want
did he?
something done,
No, he didn't.
you got to do it yourself.
Oh,
That
maybe I
dunk's
can
the
now
shot
just
in the
go
arm
inside
they
because-
need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it's certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, Kevin, a few more possessions like that, this game will have a
I can
much
just attack
different
now.
look.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They set the pick. Jackson a screen on Kerr. AI kicks to Booker. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And playing for the Bulls, Kerr famously got into a fight with a teammate, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he has that competitive spirit, that edge you need to succeed in this game. Great people skills, sure. He's not a pushover.
It's Ariza on the wing. Pass to Jackson. Chandler with a screen for Jackson. The feed to Chandler. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Thompson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the
It's
assist.
Thompson. He's going to shoot.
Cousins
He
has
isn't
got
going
3
to attack
assists
the bloody
tonight.
basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
AI outside. Chandler a screen. AI passes to Chandler. Kicks it out to Ariza. Chandler with the screen on Curry. Here's AI. Chandler dishes to AI.
And then.
Back to Chandler.
Chandler.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. AI passes
Bloody
to Chandler.
Take the bloody.
Out to AI. Oh, good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And stolen by AI. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the
Get the
shot.
bloody ball foul.
And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against
Sure.
Bradley
the
Beal
Wizards series
and the
will be-
Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And for that game against the Bulls, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Troy Daniels in for Devin Booker. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. The Warriors making a
I
switch
can't do
here.
anything because
Urepko's
if I take
checked
a
in.
shot, it's a
Booker,
bad
he's checked
shot,
in for
right?
Phoenix. Phoenix on defense. It's a 13-point game. AI outside. And counted. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Finally.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive
Ah,
wins
too
out.
bad.
Now Well, this is the final season the Warriors will have at Oracle Arena. Almost 5 decades in Oakland. And Chris, as we know, they'll move across the water to San Francisco. No doubt a bittersweet moment for the team and its core fans here.
Yeah, you just hope that the craziness of the crowd and that loyalty travels. You know, I'm hoping the fans here in the East Bay can make that journey. They deserve to be part of the Warriors story as it continues to be written. I mean, if you've seen what they're doing, you know, in the new Chase Center, right on the water, special.
Screen by Cousins. Jerebko kicks to Iguodala.
Jerebko.
Just 5 on the clock.
Only 2 guys are
Bell
in this
passes
game.
to Cousins.
Cousins.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Suns trail by 9. Inside, here's Jackson. A shot missing. Good tee by Bell. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Holmes with the steal. Booker outside. Now, here's AI. Guarded by Kerr. So the whistle blows on the shot.
And that's his
2 free throws.
That's his 6.
Let's go. And so he's picked up his final.
So Curry is out.
He will sit for the rest of this game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Jerebko. And Cook subbed in for Curry. No good on that one. Chris, you had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach.
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. Whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice, but with more intensity. Meaning maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging. Whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. Do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. So in Washington, we had 3 days during training camp as opposed to Sacramento later in my career. It would be 1 practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
AI passes to Ariza. A good finish at the back off.
Nice.
The slick feed.
3 for 13.
Ariza's got 8 points.
It's clear to me. Is it clear to you that Ariza feels at home in the post? I mean, just working his way inside and nailing these quality shots.
And Bell kicks to Cook. Shoots off the screen. Cousins, no good.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
16 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Makes it off the glass. Cook's got 4 points in the quarter. Now AI. And here's Booker from the arc. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
Curry is out. That's great. Now I need to get Cousins out because then the paint.
A moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Great pace. Great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead.
Some changes for Golden State. Kevin Durant's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Evans. And the Suns here with a different look. Livingston passes to Durant. Kicks to Cousins. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Some call it the Ewing theory. Teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real few until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. Usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need hate those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Bridges out there with Holmes. And it's Chandler. Then it's AI. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, but one interesting fact about Sean people might not know is that he was named Mr. Basketball in Illinois in his high school days. That's an honor he'll always cherish.
AI outside. Left side Chandler. And Chandler throws it down.
You know something is wrong.
Power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Defense.
Durant against Bridges. That one's good from the corner. Durant's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time. Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Passes it to Cook. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
Here's Daniels. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
On that play, I mean, it feels even better to be the guy setting the screen than the guy scoring the points.
Livingston kicks to Cook. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Durant, no good. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. AI outside. He dishes it to Bridges. 5 on the clock. AI, no good.
I legit can.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Kevin Durant.
From an offensive standpoint, he was their leader tonight. Whenever they needed a big bucket, he was always the guy to come up.
Repko kicks to Livingston. Shoots over Bridges. Livingston, no luck. Now, here's AI. Daniels connects from 3-point range.
And I got a double-double.
Here's Durant.
And how many other points did I get from free throws? 12.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.